Trap Daddy has been bothering Stonic and his community, saying that he, in fact, took Boogie's girlfriend to Vegas for a week.
I've been trying to get internet fame and all that bullshit for a while now. I don't want Desi. I want Boogie. She's a pawn in the game.
Do you see what I'm dealing with? How can I believe anything this dude says? I deal with a million of these fucking stalker weirdos all day long.
No, he's right.
You think he took advantage of Desi?
Yeah, I think I took advantage of her ignorance, her age, her inexperience.
He doesn't know what I was doing that week. I'm fucking hurting still from that week.
Trap Daddy, I just want to give you a word of advice. Stonic didn't stalk me, and now he has an opportunity with me.
How I think we should start this is I think you should tell us your point of view of events from start to finish. We'll kind of interject when we feel like questions need to be asked, and then we'll have a bit more of a discussion at the end. But how's that sound?
Perfect. I would like to do that, man. I would like to, I don't know how much time we have here, but I would really like to start at the beginning of all this. All right, so
if you need me to pull anything up on screen, by the way, link it in the chat and I can pull it up.
Just the dick pics I sent you earlier, if that's cool.
Whoa! I meant to talk about that one on stream, bud. Ooh.
So let's go.
The same one he sent to her.
What the
Is that a zoom camera? Is that shit zooming in automatically?
What the
Oh
fuck?
shit! Yeah.
It's dope.
It's zooming in on my.
Is this like a pre-recorded video? Like, what is this?
My Christmas tree, my dinosaur Christmas tree in the background. It's decided it doesn't need to see me anymore.
That's
Hey,
fine.
big up to everyone in chat. Come back here, Kyle. Everyone else watching, big ups.
Yeah.
Trap Daddy, I'm sorry
We're about to go deep
You
here.
go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, there's your pretty face. There we go. All right, you guys ready for a hell of a story here?
Let's get into it. Pull
Yes,
up anything you need on link it in the chat. Do you want me to pull up the email? Actually, we'll get to that later.
You can, you have permission to pull up whatever you want, to be honest. So I'm just gonna be totally real with you guys. It all started when I've been trying to get internet fame and all that bullshit for a while now. So I went on the Dr. Phil show in like during the COVID times, the pandemic times. And that was my attempt to get on like the locale status, because I thought that was my way to get on the internet fame and all that stuff. It was like my fast pass to fighting the type of fights that I wanted to fight, you know. Easy fights, big money, not building my way up like everybody else. And I went on the Dr. Phil show. I got a little bit of clout, but I didn't really get the fame and the publicity that I wanted to. They pushed a narrative that wasn't really me, and I went on there with a persona that wasn't me, and I went on there like complaining and trying to be cocky and arrogant, and that's not really who I am. So it didn't really work out too well for me. I pretended to be something that I'm not. And unfortunately, the locale thing didn't play out in my favor. So it failed, and I'm sitting there as a failure watching this fucking documentary of Boogie, the Mike Klum documentary. And I'm like, man, I relate to this shit. Like, I'm a fat fuck. I was 400 pounds at the time. I'm 330 now, by the way. I lost a little bit of weight, but I'm still losing weight. Appreciate that. So I'm sitting here watching this. I'm like, man, I gotta interject myself into this shit somehow. And I see Desi, and I'm like, okay. And then I see Boogie got a fight with wings, and this is all like inspirational to me. Like they were the biggest, I think they're the heaviest boxing fight in the history of boxing. And
I think that's
they
true.
made all this.
I've heard that's
yeah,
true.
and well, like either way, they're just like a bunch of big guys, and they're fighting, and they didn't, they aren't exactly in shape for the fight. I wasn't exactly in shape, and like it was all motivational, inspirational to me, but also jealous at the same time, and envious, and I wanted to be.
Are you a jealous fighter? Are you a jealous fighter? Do you get jealous easily, buddy?
Yeah, absolutely, I do. But I think the difference between me and other people is I try to use it in a different way. Like, I want that Lambo, I want those abs. So instead of like getting on the internet and being like, "Fuck you," I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna try to make some money to get that Lambo and get those abs. So I use it as motivation. So when I saw this, I was like, I'm a really resourceful guy. So I was trying to think of a way to, like, how the fuck am I going to interject myself into this scenario? Nobody even knows me. Nobody cares about me. Why would they? And then I got on Instagram and I followed Desi. And I thought, like, she doesn't have very many followers. At the time, she didn't. I think she had like 3,000 followers. And I was like, I started liking her pictures, and she saw that I was like, in acting and stuff like that on my post. So I think that's why she followed me back. She's like, okay, this guy's not just like some random fan. He's actually done some work. So I don't know if she's a clout chaser or what, but she followed me back, and I started like commenting on her pages. She started commenting on mine, and like I noticed like she was taking an interest. So slowly but surely, I got into her DMs, kind of manipulated her a little bit, and I knew what I was doing cerebrally from the beginning.
Damn, what the
just
fuck?
Trying to interject myself in this situation. So I saw the weak link basically, and I thought that might be a way to get me into a fight eventually with Boogie, so I can get on that big stage and get the clout and the attention and the fans and everything that I've always fucking craved. And so I pulled the trigger, and I got on I think it was the Reddit. And the first day I told everybody, like, look, Desi's cheating and all this shit. And they bid it, took it hook, line, sinker. I got on the show, kind of blew my opportunity a little bit. I came on there with no PC setup. I didn't really explain my story enough. I wasn't playing my character enough. I should have been way more mean, way more egotistical, cocky, way more arrogant, flamboyant. But I have a problem with doing that. So I came across a little fake because I was being fake. I don't want Desi. I want Boogie. That was the goal of all this. And I do feel bad for manipulating her a little bit until I found out who she really was. So if you want to interject at all, this would be a perfect time, because this is where things.
First of all, can I just want to say, like, you're talking to a girl, you're trying to interject, blah blah blah, slide into the DMs, as the song would say. When you have a wife, you have a loving wife and everything. What is her opinion on this?
So my wife has been with me for a very long time, and she's very smart. She's not into the whole internet community or anything like that. She does her own thing. She's a stay-at-home mom, and she understands everything, and she understands me, and she knows exactly what I'm trying to do, and she trusts me. And that's another big part of this is without her, I couldn't be doing any of this, because obviously I'm not going to do anything behind her back, and she helps me by just like, I don't know, supporting me. And she knows that all this is like, it's entertainment at the end of the day. I'm cerebral about what I'm doing at the end of the day. She knows it's like a video game, and sometimes you gotta level up in weird ways. And I guess that's what she knows I'm trying to do.
So she wouldn't
be.
She's okay. You're like, yeah, I'm just doing this to kind of like, infiltrate Boogie a little bit. There's no emotional attachment to Desi.
Yeah, absolutely. So my goal was to get Keemstar's attention, because he's the fucking money guy out of all this. He's the boss man. And I fucking did it, man. I got his attention. But maybe in the wrong way, because he's I think he loves me, but he hates the fact that he loves me, because so I posted a compilation of him talking about me on the Locale Live, but anytime I try to post on the Reddit, I've made like so many damn accounts try to mention me on the Reddit. Every time I say my name, it gets automatically banned. Like, not just like blocked 24 hours, but banned permanently every single time. They won't allow me to donate to the YouTube stream. I try to donate to like say something, they blocked me from donations on the YouTube
Trap
stream.
Daddy's blackballed
So,
from Locale Live. Blackballed from
Oh,
Oh,
he
yeah, for
definitely
sure. So
say he
I don't
loves
know
you.
what I did to Keemstar, but Keemstar has a hair up his ass about me for something. Behind the
So-
scenes, we have some mutual friends, and there's a couple times I try to get on the show with other plays, and Keemstar basically said to go fuck myself. So that's when I was like,
yeah.
all right, I'm going full force on Desi now. and,
Whoa.
and that's when, so I got her number before all this fallout happened. And this is after I was on the show and everything. And, I apologized to her. I played that role. And then I found out that like, she's just not a good person, man. She's really just like, she plays innocent, but she really is like a clout chaser. And
But are you a good person for trying to play her in that way?
Yeah.
Are you any better than what she
so
for playing her
it
that
kind
way?
of.
Well, and technically, weren't you clout chasing trying to get Keemstar's attention?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I guess fake recognizes fake in this situation. So
Fair enough.
I realized that she was, but this is the thing, like when I'm loyal to somebody, I'm loyal to somebody, and I was never loyal to her, but I'm always going to be loyal to my wife. And as Desi, as a girlfriend, or I guess a fiance now, she should be more than loyal to Boogie. And the fact that, like, even though I fucking hate Boogie, he's such a piece of shit. She's young, she's pretty, like, she's not loyal to him. And what happened over here in Vegas, man, I wish I would have took pictures and everything, because I always regret not having enough evidence, but I'm hoping that these emails that you're showing right here will be enough evidence. So, long story short, I invited her over here to Vegas on my money, and she came over here to Vegas, and she spent a weekend at the Palms Casino. And
can we? I'm sorry to interject here. Can we just back the truck up just 2 spaces?
Sure. Yeah.
How did you get her to go to Vegas to meet with you at all? Was she going there to see family or something, or were you able to manipulate her on the phone to meet you?
So she had a plan to go to, I forget what state it was, to visit her family.
Let me just jump back a little bit here in the story. So on Locale Live, right?
Yeah.
Desi ends up getting dragged onto the stream. They're like, what the fuck are you doing with this Trap Daddy guy, right? It's a whole fucking thing on the show. Boogie and Desi, I think, actually had a big fight about it after. She's like, yeah, I'm never going to talk to Trap Daddy again. I'm not talking to him. How does that lead on to her coming to Vegas?
So she blocked me on Snapchat. She didn't block my phone number. Boogie never knew that she had my phone number. Say that again?
How old are you?
I'm 34 years old.
And using Snapchat, bro. What? You sending streaks out or something? What's going on there?
Yeah, you know what? I use Snapchat to clout chase. So since I'm in Vegas, you put it on anytime you use a snap, you put that bitch on Snap Map, you get thousands of views because you live in Vegas. So thousands of people see my face every day. I literally have no friends on my Snapchat. You can check. I think it's public. I'm not sure. But it's like Trap Daddy Vegas or some shit like that. But anyways,
you didn't call your account Snap Daddy on Snapchat.
I should have Snatch Daddy or something like that. But anyways,
sorry,
I had her phone number.
Dude, sorry. If I could just jump in just before we get into.
Oh, go ahead. I'm always all over the place. So.
Oh no, not at all. Like, you were fine. It's us dragging you back. I wanted to say something earlier when you were talking about your first Locale Live appearance, and you said you didn't have your PC set up, you weren't prepared, and then you're kind of confused as to why Keem might have a problem with you. So, from my opinion, like, if the evidence that you had when you first went on Locale Live was good enough, or the situation was good enough, it doesn't matter about your PC. Like, that would have been enough for Keem. And I think Keem is pissed off because he gave you the platform, and it, like you said, it caused some drama with Boogie and Desi, but I don't think it was the bombshell that you thought it was. And
You're 100% right, and I blame myself for that because I pulled the trigger too fast. I saw one of the show. This was like literally like maybe the 5th episode. I don't know if you guys know how far back this was, but they were already talking about like, oh, this show's gonna be over. So my dumb ass was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna fucking save the show. Like this is gonna be drama that's gonna save the fucking show. And I got on there and I didn't say enough. I didn't have enough evidence. And I pulled the trigger too fast. I should have waited until she came to Vegas because I had it so close right then and there. But then it kind of took me all the way back. But
I'm curious about
anyways,
this Vegas thing now.
Yeah, let's get into the Vegas trip now, and then we will pull up the emails as well. The verification.
So
and
she had plans to go.
Sorry, so
Go
just
ahead.
to clarify, before you get into the Vegas
Sure.
thing, so obviously you didn't think that you had enough evidence beforehand, but now what you're about to present, you think this is good enough to convince people. I've seen these. I have opinions on these emails. So yeah,
I'm
we're
hoping
presenting
so.
it for chat now.
I feel like the only thing other than this I could have is like pictures of me and Desi like chilling in Vegas together, which God, I wish I did. I honestly wish I did. But the guys that we were hanging out with, I'm not gonna say any names. You can put 2 and 2 together. They're influencers out here in Las Vegas, and they probably don't want anything to do with this story. But
I
they're
know
friends
one.
with
I'm not going to say
Keemstar.
who it is. Yeah, I know there's one that is a friend of Keemstar that.
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
could
yeah.
probably
Okay, so you
verify
already
behind
hit.
the
Yeah.
scenes if it did happen.
It's definitely
I don't
Chris
think
Angel.
he'll say anything, but he was definitely there. His girlfriend, well, fiance, I think now, was also there. So she came to Vegas, picked her up. The reason she was able to come out here is because she had plans to visit her family for a week. I don't know where her family lives, but a weekend out of that week, she came over here to Vegas.
Well, I remember on LolCow she was traveling to go see family quite a lot, and they were all making jokes that she was off fucking cheating on Boogie. I remember that being a running bit.
How ironic. But yeah, she came over here to Vegas, so we went out to a couple restaurants. We went to a club, a bar, and all that bullshit. We had like a little kiss. I think I told Boogie we didn't kiss, but we did.
When you're married and you're kissing another woman, what the fuck do you mean? How can you provide faithfulness out of your mouth when you're doing that to another woman, bro? What the fuck?
I guess it's chess, not checkers. I guess I don't know.
No, that ain't checkers, bro. That's cheating. That's cheating.
Yeah.
Ain't no checkers,
Well,
bro.
if it makes it any better, we're what do you say, polyamorous? I can't never fucking say it.
Polyamorous, yeah.
We like other bitches too.
Polyamorous.
Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and for the people in the audience that don't know much about polyamory, like, you know, swinging, that type of stuff, there's a reason why it's called ethical non-monogamy, because like unethical non-monogamy is cheating. But if you have an agreement with your partner that you're okay to hook up with other people, there's nothing unethical about that. You know, you've agreed to be non-monogamous, so it's ethical non-monogamy.
The only thing
a lot of people call it E&M.
Sorry for laughing.
The only thing I would say is unethical about this is my intentions with Desi.
Wrong.
Like my wife is fine with all this, but it honestly, like, even though Desi's a bad person for this, I still feel bad for like my intentions behind all this, like the entire fucking time. I don't know how she didn't know. Like, it's so obvious that my intentions is to get the bookie behind all this. And then when she left, she kind of ghosted me, which is
it's like before we get to the point where she leaves, so she goes there to see family or whatever. What happened between you and her? What happened between you and her?
So we hung out in Vegas. We had a blast. We hung out with some other influencers here in Vegas. I took her to the top of the fucking Circa, where it's like a private place in Vegas where you see the fucking it's actually happened tonight. They have fireworks every Friday night in Vegas. It's super romantic. That's where we kissed, by the way. And We had a good time in Vegas. She got a little drunk. I got really drunk. She went home and she fucking ghosted me. And that's when I waited a while, and then I emailed Boogie and was like, "Fuck this, man!" Like I was playing a good guy role in the emails, so I was also like, just trying to get him to actually talk about this. Because if I would have just been straight out honest, he would have been like, "Fuck off," and maybe not even believed me. But
Where did
it surprised me that he knew what happened. So I guess she already told him what happened.
Well,
but he kind of admitted.
I want to ask one thing here. Where did Desi stay in Vegas?
The Palms.
Okay.
Not the Palms Casino. The Palms. It's a different. It's like a different section. It's like a private resort.
On our own?
It's one of my favorite rooms.
You guys had a little bit of fun on the town, this and that. I would imagine you guys were drinking.
Yes.
When this kiss or whatever else went down physically with you guys, would you say she was drunk? You were drunk? Was it a medium drunk, a buzz? Was she fucking sloshed?
No, she definitely didn't.
Sorry, guys. Just one sec. Stick. Your audio is scuffed as fuck. I don't know if there's anything you can do for your mic.
Loud.
It's not loud. It's just. It's like really.
There's a lot of bass to it. There's a lot of bass to it.
She wouldn't drink a lot with me. I don't think she trusted me, to be honest. I think she was like really iffy the whole time, which is I understand because it's no, I'm a shady motherfucker, and it's a shady city out here, dude. It's the sex trafficking.
Come on, bro, like.
It's the sex trafficking city of the world. So like I don't blame her, honestly, man. Like she's young, pretty, I'm old and fucking shady. So like I don't blame her, man. We're in a scary world, we're in a scary city. She doesn't know me. So yeah, I think I went too fast with her out here too. Like we were going from place to place to place to place. I was trying to impress her. So I was like introducing her to like every fucking like famous person I know and taking her all the rich fucking like nice places. And I thought I was like gonna starstruck the bitch, but when she left, she fucking ghosted me. So I think I did something wrong. I don't know.
So you have this whole weekend with Desi. Desi goes back home, right? She completely ghosts you. You're like, fuck it. I'm gonna email Boogie and have a conversation with him about this, right? Why don't you go through the email conversation to us?
So this is the email exchange back on October between Trap Daddy and Boogie. Trap Daddy says, Desi needs to tell you the truth about her vacation, brother. You can't be this ignorant. You have to know that she was doing... I don't want to read all these. Boogie, can you just explain what the fucking emails were?
Yeah. So he emails me and he's like, you need to know where Desi really was during her trip to her parents' place. Well, I know where she was. We FaceTimed for a couple hours every day because that's what we fucking do when you miss your person, right? And he's like, she was actually in Vegas. She spent part of that time in Vegas with me. I took her to clubs. I took her out drinking. A lot of shit Desi wouldn't want to do. They had sex with his wife. A lot of shit Desi wouldn't want to do. Mm-hmm. And so I obviously know he's full of shit. So I played along to see if I could troll him back. I said, oh yeah, I already knew about that. Desi told me about it months ago. We were already over it. We were on a break. I actually invited a girl over, ha ha ha, whatever, to see how he would react. Well, here's how he reacted. He said Keem's known all along. In fact, Keem wouldn't let me come with Sabrina and Overt to the 4th of July party to confront you.
This guy's got fucking serious problems. All right.
Like, do you feel like you actually unearthed something here? Do you feel like this is actually like gonna lead to something? What do you want from this information, pretty much? What do you want to gain?
At the end of the day, my goal is still the same. I would like to fight Boogie, especially after the whole faking cancer thing. And yeah, I would like to fight Boogie. And that's been the goal this entire time. I'm sick of being the woe is me guy. Like, my whole fucking career, people thought I was a pussy because I was nice. People thought I was a pussy because I said, oh, these guys are calling me fat. Like, fuck all that. Now I want to be the fucking bully. I'm sick of. It's not even being like
Well,
a
that's-
bad guy. I'm just gonna be who I want to be and be honest about it. I want to bully these motherfuckers who don't.
You keep
Keemstar,
no, you keep
we're making him
you
rich.
keep yeah, but you keep contradicting yourself. You keep saying like you don't want to be a bad guy, you want to be a bully. Like,
No, I want to
and
be
you
me.
say
I
like
just want to be honest. I just, and I do want to be a bully.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but you're also saying you don't want to get stepped on anymore. But like, there's a difference
Absolutely.
between not getting stepped on and defending yourself to going out of your way to exploit a vulnerable young woman. Like, there's no honor in that shit.
I don't
dude.
feel like I went out of my way. I feel like she was put in my way. I feel like destiny is real, and I feel like she was there for a reason. She's a pawn in the game, and I feel like she was a stepping stone for me. I feel like some of us are real motherfuckers, and some of us are NPCs. And I feel like she was an NPC. I'm a main character, and she was here for me to get above her, and that's exactly what I did.
Trap Daddy, you gotta be thinking about the people, man.
You
One
You
by
are fucking
one,
crazy.
I'll explain everything. One by one, ask questions, settle down.
You got screw loose.
Just because you think different than me doesn't
No,
mean that I'm out of my mind or whatever.
So you think you're the main, you think you're the main character.
No, I know I'm the main character. That's why I'm here. That's how I got here. Like when it all started with me just wanting to be on a big stage, me thinking that I deserve more than I have, me being broke as fuck in a one bed job. Before I wasn't in this nice condo that I'm in now. When this all started, I was in a 1-bedroom apartment sitting there watching my wife literally die of a terminal illness, and I was trying to think of any way to get my ass out of this 1-bedroom apartment, watching my wife die and my kids around me, and I did everything I could, and I eventually got out of there, and now I'm trying to get out of this condo and get into a fucking mansion, and it takes a lot of money to support a terminal patient, and that's essentially one of my biggest goals in all this. It started with clout, and now it's starting to save my family's life.
Interesting. I mean,
Yeah, it's a roller coaster.
Would you say that your chase for clout impacts like the way that you think about your family life and all this? Do you think family first, or is this like clout driven? Because
family always first. So it started out as clout for my family. Like I had a family when this all started, and my goal was to get rich for my family, to make my family happy. This was before my wife had a terminal illness, before I lost my daughter to cancer. And then I lost my daughter to cancer, and my wife got a terminal illness all within a month. And it turned my motivation from wanting to get rich to make my family happy to now wanting to get rich to literally save my family's life.
Do you think you took advantage of Desi?
Yes.
Okay. Do you feel better?
I think I took advantage of her ignorance, her age, her inexperience in this whole thing. She was the link that made all this happen for sure. Yeah. And I was, yeah. Yeah.
So
I took advantage of
Desi for your own gain. You used the female for your own gain.
100%.
That's a piece of shit move, bro. I can't lie. That's fucked up.
It is. It is 100%. It is, man. It's chess, not checkers, and I will admit
You're like, fuck it.
Bro, that's fucked up, man.
It is what it is, man. Yeah, it is what it is. I took advantage of Desi because she was young, ignorant, and I don't regret any of it, to be honest. I feel like she's here for a reason.
Trap Daddy, I wanted to say this. I remember being in Stonic's Discord. I think we were talking about a couple of douchebags doing douchebaggery shit. And then I saw you post a message. I don't remember I can't pull it up right now, but it was like, hey, fuckers, I got fucking deets on this chick or something, and you want to fucking hear it? You're going to miss out if you don't listen or something like that. It was something fucking hilarious. Anyways, was that, do you remember posting that message in Stonic's Discord, number one? And number two, was that the first time you were clout chasing, or was that the second time after you kissed the broad? What's her face?
Well, let's throw away this clout chasing shit first of all, because like I think I misrepresented, I guess, what I was trying to do with it. The clout chasing, fuck all that. it's about money making. That's what it
Yeah,
all
but that's what
has
came out of your
to
mouth
boil down
first, bro.
to.
So that's what's going to be on the table first, you know? First comes to serve, you know? You said it was
Exactly. Yeah.
clout, so why are you turning back now? Yeah, is it?
No, I'm saying clout is money. It's not just clout for the clout. If I wanted clout, I'd go to a Walmart and I get kicked out of a Walmart and get more followers than I have been doing. Fucking, I've been in music videos, movies, TV shows, everything.
I don't give a fuck about your credentials.
So you're just here to
eBay
talk shit for
reseller.
no reason. So you're just gonna talk shit behind
Well,
no
anytime
face
you
for
get
no
brought-
reason. So what are you
anytime
here
there's
for?
some
To try to
logical
trigger me, it's not gonna
criticism-
work. So now what?
Let's just keep.
So now
talking
what?
over.
This green hair can't afford anything either. He's got a fucking like. Shut the fuck up, dude. I would hold you down and fuck the shit out of you, and you couldn't do shit about it. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine if I just listen. Imagine if I just held you down by your neck and just fuck the.
You're a fucking weirdo, bro. You deserve prison time. You're a fucking predator, man.
All right,
Yo, yo.
welcome, Keem. What's going on?
Yo.
So,
I got. Oh, go ahead.
Trap Daddy is here claiming that Desi, when she was going to visit her family, actually went out to see him in Vegas. He claims that he took advantage of her, got her really drunk, kind of made a...
No, I never said I got her drunk.
Okay, she got drunk on her own then, but she was drunk.
No, she hesitated to get drunk.
Okay, that is beside the point. Yeah, he's claiming that Desi came out to Vegas and cheated on Boogie, or him and Boogie are on a break or something. He's been trying to get to you.
Okay, so look, was Trap Daddy talking to Desi like in the past? I think so. But honestly, I don't really care. That's not why I'm calling like him a liar or dude be a lying. I'm calling him that is because, dude, this guy wants to be on the show. All right. He wants to be on the show. He wants Keemstar to set up a boxing match for him. And he's gone to like great lengths to just try to get attention. Right?
We have
like
called this out.
telling you the
No lies
story,
so far.
like telling you this story right now, it's probably not true. It really is
No, it's
probably
true.
not true. But
Okay,
I don't know. I don't
could
know.
you confirm what Boogie's business email is? If Trap Daddy showed you the emails that he claims to have.
Yeah, don't say it.
I
It is
mean,
public.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
want to dox anybody, but I
It's
will
public
say
on
that
its
this
Twitter, I
is
checked.
everything that Keemstar said is 100% true. This is exactly the goal is to get a fight, but there's a good reason to get this fight. Desi cheated on Boogie. Boogie cheated on Desi. I have the emails to prove this. I wish I had more.
I'm gonna send this. I'll send it over to you, Cam. Hold up. I'll
But
send
do
it.
The emails don't prove it.
They don't prove
guys, do you
much.
see what I'm dealing with? Do you see what I'm dealing with? How
Yeah.
can I believe anything this dude says if his ultimate goal is to work with
What if one
Keemstar
of
in
your best
some
friends confirmed
capacity
it?
and get clout or get a fight or get money from working with Keemstar, so he's willing to like try to fuck Boogie's girlfriend in order to get
No, I
enough
understand.
attention to then get an opportunity. It's like, bro, dude, I deal with a million of these fucking stalker weirdos all day
No,
long.
he's
And
right.
it's like, bro, no.
He's right, but here's one thing. What if I can get one of your really good friends to confirm that this is true and he was there when this happened?
Yeah, but you haven't done that up to this point. You've been running around telling everyone this happened.
I
and
think we should just name that because I know who he's talking about. I think we should just name
No,
that.
no,
person
no,
at
no,
this
no.
point.
I
can
don't want to
DM it
name
Would
anybody.
you
I don't
rather
want to
me
bring
DM it
anybody
to
else.
Keem?
Honestly, no. I'd rather confirm it with him first because he's good friends with
just
me
tell
too.
me.
And
I'm
Just tell
I'm
me.
just gonna DM it to Keem. I don't see any problem with that. Come on.
Because if it's the
This could
person
clear
There
that
was
I'm
this all
people
thinking,
there
up.
right?
when
could
this
clear
happened.
This all up.
there was other influencers there when this happened.
Okay, give me the
I was hanging out with
person's
Desi. And you're right. Like I do want to work with you out of this, but I think there's a good reason, and I think you have me mixed up. I think Boogie is telling you things that have you confused, like have you confused for somebody that I'm not.
No way. Shut the fuck up. That is literally the person that I had in my mind too. Shut the fuck up. Actually, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's who he says it
Mm.
is.
He goes, one of your friends, and I literally thought it was Overd, and I was like,
And there's an
interesting.
email of him talking about
All
it with Boogie. That's his only proof
right,
he's
well,
got.
Well, I gotta
Listen,
piss.
Okay, Trap Daddy. There is
Go ahead.
literally nothing you can do, like the stunt that you're doing right now, that is probably going to result in me working with you. So stop doing stunts. But if this really did happen, I will confirm it, and we're obviously going to talk about it.
I told you you wouldn't, Trap. I told you, Keem, you wouldn't
Well, no,
do.
that's
You
all.
wouldn't work
Listen,
with this dude,
listen,
would
guys,
you?
listen.
You won't work with him.
That's all I needed. Everybody
Because-
has me
because
misunderstood.
But I
I'm
don't
not
think
a
that's going to
troll.
lead to a boxing match, though. I don't think it's going to lead to a boxing
No.
match.
No.
Trap Daddy, if
I
you're willing to
understand.
do all this to get an opportunity, then you're going to be like, oh my God, this worked. Now let me try to, like, I don't know, stalk one of Keem's family members and like go to their house,
Jesus.
and maybe that'll give me
No.
another opportunity. Like,
No,
bro,
I understand where you're coming from. No, I understand.
Yeah, like where does it end, right?
You know what?
You gonna tattoo your face with
I
liar?
mean, I understand where
Don't
Keem's
worry,
coming from. There's a lot of
that
weird
ink's
motherfuckers
dissolvable
out here.
anyways.
And I'd have a lot of work to put in to show who I am and what my true intentions are. But I will say that he's
you have a problem.
literally right about everything. My intentions were to work with him in some way and to get this fight. So yeah, he's not wrong. And I did a lot of clout chasing to make that happen. And if this doesn't go anywhere, then I tried, I guess.
Well, listen, Keem, you know what? You gotta watch out. If you don't take this opportunity, his next stop is Liver King, and then it's on to Joe Rogan. So
Yeah, he says he's going on Joe Rogan.
Guys, I'm so sorry. I have like a million things to do today. I really do have to run, but I will
we really
look into
appreciate you
this.
calling in, Keem. We really appreciate it, man, for clearing it all up.
And Stonic, I know you got your own thing going on, but I don't know if you heard. I'm launching like 24 shows to consecutively push that local live audience throughout all the shows. So like any point of the day,
we would be interested
Let
if
me
you want
just
to talk
finish
about that.
yeah, I'm thinking of well, I'm just like I'm starting to bring commentators now on, and like some fans like within the local live community
Yeah, no
that are
problem.
like
Send me a
entertaining
DM.
and
We
what.
could definitely work something out if you're interested.
Yeah, we should talk because I think you would do great hosting one of the shows. And you know, obviously you can still do your own thing. I would never, cuck that from you. But yeah. All right, we'll talk. See you, man.
No problem. Cheers, man.
Oh, by the way,
See you around, brother.
Trap Daddy, I just want to give you a word of advice. Stonic didn't stalk me, and now he has an opportunity with me. See ya. Hey guys,
what's up?
I do have a mini update. I just got off the phone with Overd, and I asked him, I was like, hey, do you know Trap Daddy? And he's like, yes, I know Trap Daddy. I go, did you ever see him with Boogie's girlfriend? And he's like, no, I can't remember ever seeing him. And so
this is why I didn't want to mention anybody, guys.
Let me finish.
You said it's not
listen,
true. That's why you didn't want us to. That's why you didn't want to mention that. You said it wasn't true.
Oh,
let him finish.
So then I said,
the walls are closing in now. Somebody hit that Keemstar button.
And so I told Overd, I go, hey, look, Overd, if you're covering for him, don't. Like, I'll make content out of this, like on Local Live. I just want to know the truth. Like, and he goes, no, honestly, like I know Trap Daddy. I think I just seen him a few days ago. At no point was he ever with Boogie's girlfriend. Like, I would clearly remember that. That would be something that I would not forget. So yeah, Trap Daddy capping.
All right, brother. This is why I didn't want to
Case
mention
closed.
anybody. That's why I didn't want to put
Appreciate that,
anybody else in this
Yeah,
story.
but that's why you didn't want to mention that, Trap Daddy. You know, you dragged us here and said we couldn't say it was over because he said it
So
wasn't
you're calling
true.
me a liar?
But he said it wasn't
Listen.
true. We just heard from we just got confirmation.
Okay, so it's
from the
word for
person who you
word. So
said
just because
hung out
somebody
with
else said
Boogie.
something that's
You said that Boogie's girlfriend Desi
Yes.
with Overt, which is the unnamed friend that we couldn't say, right? We couldn't say who that was, and we just heard from that person that it's not true. He never saw it
okay,
happen.
so it's word against word. So why believe his word over mine?
Because you've already told us about how you manipulated a 20-year-old girl, Trap Daddy.
Okay, if that's what you guys want to believe, I don't know what to say. Like, I can't sit here and just
Trap Daddy,
keep saying
Trap
over and
Daddy,
over
you
again.
also-
Like,
you
no,
also-
You're not going to take a picture? You got Desi in Vegas, you're going to snap a picture?
I do wish I would have, just like I would have.
Why didn't you,
Wish I
though?
would
What
have
is going
taken
through your
better
head to not do that,
screenshots
though?
of the Snapchat.
You brought her out there
What
to
was going
clout
through my head
chase.
is the protection of the people who was around us.
You
because
brought
I
her
didn't
out there to
want
clout
them.
chase and you don't take a picture. And by the way, Trap Daddy, the emails happened after the fact. You didn't have the emails before she went to Vegas or anything. This is proof that happened weeks after, so therefore you didn't have any proof of them when she actually came to Vegas.
Is she crying?
Because that week I was taking care of my sick father. He was in the hospital for a good portion of that week. So in his sick fucking fantasy, he's fucking saying another fucking story. He doesn't know what I was doing that week. I'm fucking hurting still from that week.
All right, Desi.
This ring, dude. I moved on. Dude, what the fuck? Where are you fucking a year later? Fuck off.
All right. See, I mean, this is what I'm saying. This is not like some entertainment shit. Like, this is some real shit, bro, that he's playing around with. And it's not fucking cool, bro.
Anybody. That's why I didn't want to put.
Yeah, case closed. Complete. I mean, that's
Caught
it.
in 4 fucking K, you greaseball, loser, stalker, motherfucker.
My question is, why would he pick PJ out of everybody? Like,
Yeah.
most of us could just call him instantly and debunk what he's saying.
And like, guys, picking Over would be like the worst person. Over lives at my house for like 2 weeks a year. Like, this is a close friend. It's not just an internet friend. It's like a close friend of mine. Like, he's a part of Happy Punch. We got business together. Like, me and Overt are like this, right? Like, if he's having an argument with his girlfriend, Overt's going to call me and be like, yeah, that been crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's my friend. So Overt would never, ever, ever lie to me in a million years. This is sexual harassment. This is getting creepy. This guy still thinks that he is going to have a boxing match with Boogie if he causes enough of a stir, and his next step might be like burning down Boogie's house or attacking you. You might be on the way to the grocery store and this guy might attack you out of nowhere because
I'm quite aware.
He still thinks in his mind, if he can cause enough pain, it's going to force you to box him. Like, there's a fucking real mental issue going on here. Like, you need to get a restraining order on this guy.
Please understand, this is what would make me never box you, right?
Yeah.
I would only box somebody that has clout and I can trust in the ring to fight, man. Like, to promote a fucking fight, you might stab me on the way to the fucking ring. You're a lunatic. You're a fucking crazy person. You're willing to hurt people. You're willing to hurt fucking Desi so that you can get this fight for fucking what?
Yeah.
For what?
She was like physically in pain tonight because of this bullshit that you've done. And this is harassment. There's no other word for it. It's not just harassment. It's sexual harassment, bro. Like, this is fucking bad what you are doing.
But Trap Daddy, if you're fucking with Boogie, fuck with me. Fuck with me. If you want to stab somebody, come stab me. If you want to talk to somebody's wife, come talk to my wife. Boogie's an easy target, and you're an idiot. Boogie can't defend himself. I can.
No one will work with you, you worthless sack of shit.
Dude,
and Keem is going to make sure of it.
You're fucking up, Trap Daddy. The next time you go to call into one of these shows, they're not going to let you on. Or they might let you on and you're going to say some nonsense and they're not going to believe you, bro. Your credibility is ruined, all right? Now people are looking at you like you're a actual weirdo, like an actual criminal, dude. That's the way people are going to perceive you now. You have fucked this up so bad for yourself. You should have just taken all the fucking like tips that we gave you when we were blocking you and trying to give you the message that this shit is unacceptable, bro. You can't be doing this. You've ruined your entire image.